Let's relax with a beautiful, vibrant, abstract art meditation. So step one, you'll pencil some flowy lines across your paper. I'm going to fill up the entire page here. I'm also going to add in some additional shapes just for balance and because it's fun, because I want to. Then I'm going to take my acrylic paint markers and color in these shapes. You can use any coloring tool that you prefer, and I'm using mixed media paper today, by the way. I went with a really warm color palette, colors that energize me. I find action and movement in these colors. I do like to incorporate color symbolism into my art meditations. So I'll use particular colors to invoke a mood. So yellow here, to me, it symbolizes spontaneity, abundance, luck, friendship. We've got the gold, the red, the orange, the pink, brown. I see innovation, fun, curiosity, some authenticity in the brown and groundedness, action, adventure, love, courage, creativity, adventure. Did I mention adventure? Never hurts to mention adventure twice. Those are all some of the feelings, the vibe that I get from this particular color palette. So you can have fun with your colors, play with pattern. I've been really into stripes with this technique lately. So, of course, as you can see, I colored in my shapes solid and with these multicolored stripes. Now I'm taking a black bullet tip acrylic marker. This is the Sharpie Creative Marker, and I'm slowly going through section by section and outlining or tracing over my pencil lines here. And I'm working in sections, one, because I learned from experience that you can smear the black paint across the paper if you try to do it all in one flowy line. At least that happened to me enough times that now I work in sections. And also, this process of segmentation, it took me a couple minutes to finish just the tracing portion of this. I've sped it up here, but it's really satisfying and gives me a sense of accomplishment as I work through this section by section and see it all come together. So do what feels good to you, but just putting in that black last line, it's like, we did it. Now we get to do the really fun part, for me at least, rounding out the edges and coloring those in. I'm using a brush tip black paint marker. Now this is inspired by the Neurographic technique. It's not, officially the Neurographic Art method, but it's inspired by. And I still find that meditative, relaxing, therapeutic benefit from rounding out the edges this way. And for me, I like to color in my shapes first because I like to see the colors and the patterns underneath the black lines as I'm working through shape by shape to round all of these out. Gives it a really nice organic, connected look. This is a great time to connect with yourself in that meditative state. You might be connecting with your senses, connecting to your breath. And when I say connecting, it can just be a simple awareness of being aware of yourself and what's going on inside you. I'm using my gel pens here to draw in some simple doodles on some of the solid colored shapes here. This part of the process is really fun. It's enjoyable, satisfying. Again, you start to see the piece come together as a whole as these repeating doodles bring everything together. Give it a nice completed look. And as you do this over time, you'll find it easier to observe your thoughts and be less caught up in them. So just wanted to note that the meditative benefits of this process can take time and stick with it. This one was so fun. It did move some energy within. Thank you so much for joining me.